Well, it's that time again. Over the past couple months, the developers of Grace have given plenty of new leaks for the upcoming update, and I can already tell they are cooking up something great. Alright, enough talk, let's get into the leaks. Starting off strong with Leak 1, featuring an image of the player, often called John Grace, with some sort of contraption attached to its face. There are also rods that pierce into John's head. A pretty different and interesting leak, honestly. Maybe some sort of new entity, or something related to the new game mode, I'm not too sure. This leak also has the following text attached. Its eyes look down on me. They tread right behind me. Everything here, in its domain, wants to tear my head off me. Wonder what this could mean. A sound effect titled Split Seconds Cant. The sound effect also has a message attached to it saying, "One more chance." Another thing is this message was replied to the leak beforehand, so they must be related in some way. An image titled Joey Zooming, which features a Joey model on some sort of rocket chair. Looks pretty funny. This is another angle of the rocket-propelled office chair. Sadly though, there is no Joey on it this time. What a tragedy. It's all so sad, man. A trait or a modifier featuring an image of some sort of destroyed or wilted rose. Maybe one of the new many traits / modifiers we'll be getting, although maybe it could be something else. This leak shows what I believe is a green circular disc, which may be a new design for an entity note, which is different to the current just rectangular ones we have. The note itself features 3 segments, but one with the person running, the second with the strange triangle shape, and the third being a blank spot. This looks to be some sort of entity you have to run from, although I'm not too sure. This video showcases the rocket office chair's animations. This leak is titled, What It Stems To, featuring 2 low-quality, carnation-like creatures, maybe attached to something bigger. You can make out the game's cursor near the bottom, so I wonder how this will be used in-game. This video showcases an idle animation of stars spinning around a player's head. This image features a flashlight pointing at a strange ring with a circle in the middle. I've got no idea what this could be for. Our first look at some gameplay audio. What I can make out from this is some sort of collecting noise, footsteps on water, something running up to the player and being attacked, and of course, the strange loud boom noises. This very well may be audio from the new game mode, or maybe it's just a collection of different modifiers using Grace. What is confirmed about this audio though is that there's at least 2 new entities that are featured in this, so I'm very interested to see what those entities could be. This image has some sort of white entity emitting a red aura. Now at first, you may think it's a new entity, but this is our first look at one of the new major features in the game, entity skins. Pretty sure this will be a skin for Carnation, being A60, as that would make the most sense for a skin, and for what is shown in the image. This video showcases an entity skin for Rue, being a baby version of it. This does confirm the possible idea of entity skins, so that's cool. Another major new feature that will be added is doodles. Doodles will mostly be made by the community, and will be able to be placed around the lobby and in-game. This image shows what doodles will look like when placed in-game. This leak showcases a skin for Carnation, being its old design back when the game was first being developed. This image shows orange text saying sweet. I'm not too sure what this could be used for, possibly a part of the new game mode, I got no idea. This leak showcases the design of a new trait being a blue butterfly. All we know about this trait is the fact that it's related to gravity. This is most likely another trait with some sort of flame attached to it. Okay, this leak showcases both trait designs in game. this time with the full design of the latest one. It's shown to be some sort of purple and green rocket, and it's also most likely going to affect movement in some way. This leak is titled Human Nature Leaves Its Trail, and features some sort of triangle shaped note, most likely the note of a new entity, although I'm not positive. It could very well be something else that we don't know of yet. Oh boy, this leak here shows the downside of a trait, with it being one way. Slide turn speed decreased by 100%. What are these devs even doing, man? I don't know if it was you, Hex, or if it was Simon who made this, but whoever did, pray that the upside makes up for it, because, like, what even is this? This leak features a lot of green flowers with something unknown on the left. I want to say that the flowers are carnation, but deep down I know it's not. I wonder what it stems to. Oh snap, this leak features some sort of pink creature, most likely a new entity. It also has some sort of scope covering it, so maybe we need to shoot it or something else along the lines of that. This seems to be a new circular note for a possible new entity. We can see the middle part of this note, showing that we need to do something and not to do something, but it's hard to make out what we can and can't do. I really covet to see more of this note. It's got a lot of potential, I'm not gonna lie. This leak shows a really low quality image of slugfish without any teeth, most likely one of the many upcoming entity skins. This leak shows some sort of yellow tree with a heart that features a cross in it. I'm pretty confident that this is a part of leak 22, as they share the same green color, so maybe this is a document or a note. An image titled Curious showcases an unseen red currency, maybe used to buy the doodles or the entity skins? I don't know. This leak shows the downside of an unknown trait, that being, you can wall kick one less time, slide turn speed decreased by 25%. Oh my, that is pretty bad. Surely the upside makes up for it. It's got to. This leak showcases the upside of an unknown trait, that being, wall kicking doesn't require walls, full control over wall kick direction. Okay, that sounds pretty overpowered, although I feel like the downside will ruin it heavily. Okay, what do I even say about this? 3 colors, white line, that's about it, really. It seems the devs have finally decided to remove the parrying glitch, but instead of flat out patching it, they decide to turn it into a trait. It says here, Carnation, instead of killing you, gets parried instead. Obviously, it'll work slightly differently to how parrying currently works, so I'm excited to see how it's changed. This leak is titled, Cult is so nice they gave you a joyride, for free, how generous. This is probably a badge icon, although I'm not sure what of. The text here leads me to believe that this leak is related towards leak 23, mainly since it says, here's a new angle of ... Should help. The image itself gives little to no info, although it is pink like the creature in leak 23. I don't know if it was intentional or not, Pointy, but I see what you did there, that's pretty smart. This leak marks the 1-year anniversary of Grace's creation. It's honestly insane to see that this game has been in development for a year already, and how big the community's grown, like, it's actually incredible. Anyways, the leak itself features a new item, that being the doodle feather, which allows you to place down doodles. This leak showcases how it will work in game. This leak is our first look at a music track, being a remake of the Reprieve song, Retaliation. Overall, it sounds a bit more polished, and I definitely don't dislike it. This leak is an audio file titled Make It Right. Since it is a 2-minute song, I won't play it all, but it is really good, so here's a quick segment of it. This GIF is named Cant and is titled Go and Tread. Most likely a new entity, although I'm not positive on that. Another little bonus thing said by some is that there will be a mode in Grace where you'll be in third person. I'm really excited to see how that will work. Imagine all the potential it has. This leak showcases a new trait being the propeller cap trait. I got no idea what this leak is meant to represent, but my guess is that it's a modifier icon. Another music leak named Think About It. Not much to say about this, although it'll probably replace the current song on the beginning area of Reprieve. Ho ho ho, am I happy about this leak. This video is titled, Not Enough Slots? This video shows that bound traits can now be taken up as their own individual slots, and you can have as many bound traits as you want. Specifically bound traits, not normal traits. Now the reason for me being so happy about this is because this was actually a suggestion of mine, as I really wanted to be able to make harder challenges within Grace. And I felt like a cool one would be the ability to be able to put on all the bound traits you want. I just felt like it was just kind of stupid that it was limited to only 3, you know. The final thing about this leak is the new trait we get to see, confirming a collab between Pressure and Grace. Can't wait to see what else they will add for the collab. This is an image of a bunch of different bound traits being stacked on, but what I find interesting is the fact that the Goober Cookie can also go there, which is actually insane since it's a really good trait. This leak is titled A Hand Mirror, featuring a green coloured hand mirror with the mirror being shattered. This may also be a bound trait of the entity seen in leaks 22 and 26, as they all share similar colours. This leak showcases another upside of a trait, being Imagination. Starting a slide causes you to start floating upwards. Man, these guys just be coming up with anything at this point, like what? This image confirms a new item, although we don't get to see the name of it, just a left bracket. Another collab is coming to Grace next update, this time with a well-known game called ROBLOX cards. For Grace's part of the collab, we know they will be adding the trait called Fractured Divinity. I wonder what it'll do. Oh my, this is long overdue. The blink modifier will finally work. Ever since it released, it just didn't work, so it's finally good to see it in action. Alongside the blink modifier being fixed, some others like Dan and Between Ourselves will also be fixed, so that's neat. Another trait downside, this one being, you can only wall kick once. Ignores traits that give more wall kicks. Okay, yeah, these guys are out of their mind, bro. Only one? You better make up for that in the upside section of that trait. Jeez, already 50 leaks in. This one being a new document. Not too sure what it is, but it's made the shop background all grey, and the page shows a lot of red lines. Possibly one of the new entities? A showcase of a new doppel modifier, making multiple doppels spawn instead of one. Honestly, it seems useless at first, but I can see moments where this could be dangerous. Pretty cool idea. This audio is titled, Love Yourself. This audio showcases the audio redesign for Sora. A showcase of a new animation cosmetic. This is probably going to be a idle super cosmetic, having the player hold a rose with heart and butterfly particles. Oh wow, this one features a lot of new badges. Let's start off with Wrong Diligence. This is a badge we have seen before, being the badge obtained from getting an S rank in Zen. Only this time the Snake S is covered with red lines. I got no idea what could be going on there. So let's move on to No Rest for the Tempted. I believe that this is for one of the new entities, specifically this weird one here, although I'm not too sure yet, as there isn't much info of it. The third badge, Love Spill, will most likely be obtained by obtaining an incredibly high amount of love, causing it to spill over. Tip of the tongue doesn't feature much, so I don't know what to say about it. Korzen is translated to root, and seems to be related to Carnation, since all of their other badges are in Polish too. Maybe this one is obtained by using the trait that lets you parry it. And lastly, we have Its and Yours. This one left me stumped, as that's either he'd coloured white or slight angled differently to how we normally see them. Possibly an entity skin badge? I don't know. Oh my god, I love this leak. It showcases a new rare room which I believe is only able to be spawned during Zen mode. The leak itself has a massive open room, with a bench on the ground with flowers all around. It also has some really pretty windows to make the room more interesting. Can't wait to find this room in game. Oh god, another collab? This time with a game called Nullscape. Although I'm not a huge player of Nullscape, I can tell you that the collectible presents will be added in a modifier, alongside the lighting changes and sky changes. A trait or modifier related to Nullscape, with the eyes representing what I believe is features from Nullscape, although I'm not positive on that. It's time for some music. This track is titled Theme of the Closest Thing to an Opposite of Him. Which one are you thinking of? This leaves so many questions. Who is him referring to? God? Sin? Well, only time will tell. The audio file is named __ selection. Another audio track, this one titled __ garden. A lone garden sits still under a bright sky, no evil spoken. I'm pretty sure this song will play when you load in the secret room featured in Leak 55. Oh wow, another audio track? This one is a bit more interesting though, titled __ execution. Footsteps, marching with no good intent, calling for your head, right off its shoulders. I wonder where this is going to be used. Most likely in its domain. Just imagine the chaos in the new game mode. Oh, can't wait to see, man. What are you running away from? Oh, those things. What is John running away from? Is it something we know of, or is it something else? What stands out here is the hat that John is wearing, as well as the object in his hand. What is it called, you may ask? Well, you'll find out soon. This leak is titled Love Grows Stronger. I wonder if this is a remake of the skybox in the grayscale mode. It would be really cool if that is the case. I stare down upon you, and with no good thought, crush you down to their bidding. This audio confirms a rework for Litany's audio. Well, this is familiar. It showcases Litany's death animation, but I can't quite tell why something looks different. Is it the eyes? Is it the fact that it looks like he has a mouth now? But I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing things. Now, this would be the end of the video, but let's just say I have 40 plus bonus leaks for you guys. Now, these have only really been seen by a few people, so be prepared to see some stuff you haven't seen before. Let's begin the bonus leaks section. Starting off strong with the brand new item being the Blossom. Obviously, this is the same Cant from Leak 61, so I'm interested to see what's up there. Here we got 2 images and a GIF of the new Cuffs modifier. I'm not too sure about this, but my best guess is that it is an entity or something that will limit the player's ability to do something, since they are cuffs after all. Here's 2 GIFs of some new entity skins. One is the Baby Roo we have already seen, and the other is a Nerd Mime skin. Nothing crazy new, but I decided to add them anyway, being a solid image of the rocket and butterfly trays. Just a better look at them, I guess. Jeez, we got a lot of bonus images of these strange flower guys. I really want to say it's Carnation, but according to some, it's not. Is it something we know of, or is it something we don't? Well, I've got a feeling these small flower guys are something bigger. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is related to an upcoming leak I'll show, but it may also connect to those strange flowers, as well as leak 22, 26, and 44. Here we have 3 images, one of Sorrow, one of Roo, and one of Dozer. Not sure what the meaning of this is or where it will be used, but obviously, only time will tell. Okay, these are some of the coolest leaks yet. The first image showcases text on some sort of path saying, "A weight to the psyche, a wound to the heart." I'm not too sure what the meaning of this is, but the second image sure is cool. The text, "You're it, it's after you," floats on the screen in the same environment from the previous leak. What in the world is it? I'm highly confident this will be the new game mode, where you will have to play tag with an unknown entity. I'm not sure if it will work exactly like that, but it'll definitely be chaos. An image of John Grace in a suit with his neck and eyes bleeding. I wonder if this is relevant to the __ execution audio file. I'm also pretty sure this is the badge icon. Another small part of the yellow circle node that was shown in leak 24. This time it shows John Grace running forward. I wonder how this entity will work. I'm going to count these as different leaks, but here we have the old and the new design of the recent mistakes modifier. I'm pretty sure this modifier will make Doppel closer to the player. Another small segment of the document from leak 50. Still not sure who this guy is or what it represents, but I'll keep a yearning eye out for stuff related to this guy. Next up is a badge icon of John Grace smoking that doodle feather. How amazing. Most likely will be obtained by using the doodle feather for the first time. These leaks here feature the design of Carnation skin with an unknown name. We get to see the back of it and what the eye looks like, so that's cool I guess. A Doombringer skin. That looks familiar. Yep. This skin is a part of the Pressure collab, featuring the Doombringer infested with whatever that green stuff is from Pressure, I don't know the name. Another new modifier being the Dry Eye modifier. My guess as to how this modifier will work is that it'll be connected to the Blink modifier, and it'll just make you blink more often. Uh-oh, another badge. This time it's John Grace with the Eyes of Sin, well at least a similar design to Sin. Maybe this badge will be related to Spoiling Zen. Pretty sure these two are related to the Pressure collab, with the green version of Slight and a purple version of Heat, possibly the different version of Infestation. A leak of one of the new super cosmetics. most likely an idle, but it's hard to tell since it's a still image. Here we have the original full image of the love spilled badge, although the file name is actually called LoveShot. I wonder if that is relevant though. We won't show it anymore because the new entity is right next to bro. Is the title of this image. I wonder who may be next to John. Most likely someone we haven't seen before, but there is no way to know since the image doesn't show it. Oh snap, we got a new Goober badge. This one being a Goober version of that pink thing from before. Maybe you can obtain this badge by re-goobing while the entity is active? I'm not sure. Glad they got the right picture though, and didn't show anything else. Here we have two tiny icons, one being titled Elkman and the other being titled Null Gift. The icons are really small, so I wonder if they're the little icons next to an item skin. I guess that means we're getting some sort of Elkman themed item skin and a Nullscapes themed item skin. First up is this image named Move. Not sure what this is related to, but the second image is titled Sorrow and features 3 warning signs. Most likely a new feature for Sorrow to alert the player that they have spawned or are about to attack. This leak is named This Smoke Spins, although I don't know if this is a part of a new entity or not. It very well may be though. I feel like I've seen this before, but I got no idea. This leak shows what almost looks like some sort of compass. I'm honestly not too sure, but it may relate to bonus leaks 2 and 4. Here we have this strange image of John Grace with yellow starish eyes. I would say it's a part of the yellow circle note, but according to Simon it isn't. I wonder what else this would represent. This leak features Simon holding a green glow stick, most likely a skin for the lantern. Okay, the final leak. And oh my god, what I'm about to tell you will shock you. It probably won't, but it's cool nonetheless. Here we have a creature that has humanoid-like features and looms over the player. But what is this thing, you may ask? Well, it's what it stems to, of course. It may be hard to believe me, but this is actually the head of those flower things we have been seeing. And according to Simon, these guys are not small. And oh boy, he wasn't lying. There's also an infinite amount of these guys, so that's interesting. You know, I really crave to know more about these guys. Okay, that's all the leaks that have been shown for now. Now obviously, once I post this video, more and more leaks will be sent. So that's why I plan on making a part 2 before the update drops. Now I don't know when the update will come out, but it definitely won't be for a while. Mainly considering the fact how big this update is, and since the developers have school and work to deal with. Hopefully I can make the part 2 a few days before the drop of this update, so we can make our final guesses on what this update will feature. The main things to take away from this video is the fact we'll be getting 9 new minimum entities, 1 new game mode, or at least 1 new game mode, which is in third person, new features like the doodles and entity skins, alongside some small things, like new modifiers, key cosmetics, traits and badges. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.